Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with the winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Stu Lance studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Don't forget to check out all of our websites, all two of them, statsalt.com and winnersandwhiners.com for deep dives into not just these games, but every game going on today, tomorrow, and for the foreseeable future. If you can bet on it, you can bet we're right about it over at Winners and Winers and Stat Salt. And of course, don't forget to let us know what you're playing in the comment section today. Tell us what games you're on. Tell us what you're avoiding. Tell us if you're tailing us. Tell us if you're fading us. And if you get them right, as always, we give you the supreme reward, and we give you the shout-out in the shout-out section. And we will be, of course, getting to those very shortly. First, a quick recap over tonight's action. Well, on the Deep-3 side, we went what do you call 0-3 there. Not our best night. We had North Carolina minus 12. They never showed up, and we had Boston. They showed up for a while, and all of a sudden, right there at the end of the second quarter, they stood around and watched. And as Toronto kind of went nuts and showed them who their daddy was there in the NBA. And funny story, man, a lot of big teams, a lot of big spreads tonight did not cover. North Carolina did not cover. Of course, Duke did not cover. Kentucky didn't cover. Nevada didn't cover. Buffalo didn't cover. You know who did cover? The team that played GW. I don't even remember. Rhode Island. That's who the goddamn Rhode Island. That's who covered. We had GW on underdog night, plus 10 points, and they were never even close. Never even got a sniff. So 0-3 we go, but on we go. We went 1-1 on the premium side. Had VCU minus 10.5 in a game they were up 14 at the half, only to watch that lead whittle down to 6 by the end of the game. Ugh. That's when you're running good, when you're covered at halftime and end up losing. And, of course, we had Denver minus 3, and I was giving my wife a hard time. Not even she could jinx us. She said she was looking again. She goes, well, at least Denver covered. And I look up, and there's 9 minutes left in the game, and they're up by 12. I'm like, oh, my God, this is a jinx. So the next time I check the game, I don't have it on. Next time I check the game, it's like 4 minutes left. Denver's up by 1. I'm like, oh my God, we're even going to lose this one, but we didn't. So I'm going to have her talk shit about all of the picks, and hopefully we can. You know what else she did? She bought an Akron shirt. I didn't even know this. She got it in the mail, and she had the Akron shirt on today. And of course, I don't even play Akron, and I don't think they got the. I didn't even look at the first half under because that Buffalo team just scares the shit out of me. But right at the line. I would say that was my guess. I think they put up 71 in the first half, which I was going to guess. It was probably right on the line because I think the total was 146, if I'm not mistaken, 146, 144. So anyway, if any of you guys played that first half under, I'm curious to see how you did. I'll check it out in the shout-outs. All right, so on we go. Here we go. First game up today in the NBA, looking at the New Orleans Pelicans as they travel out to La La Land to take on the Lakers. Total there 239. I like the under. This has got to be classified as a contrarian pick since these guys just put up 243 points on Saturday. But they mainly did that because they put up 77 in the first quarter. After that, averaged about 55 a quarter, which is probably about where these teams should be playing. I think that 77 in the first quarter is an outlier. Yeah, I know they've been scoring a little bit lately, but I don't think there's going to be a repeat performance of a 77-point first quarter. Lakers play a lot better defense at home than they do on the road. Give me the under. 239 in this one. All right, looking at a gigantic number here in the ACC. Georgia Tech and Virginia. Virginia's a 21-point favorite. You know what? I'm going to back the dog here. Virginia is one of the top teams in the nation, but two problems with the number this big. Number one, the Cavs have covered just 2 of 4 double-digit spreads in conference play, but when they do, it's against teams with bad defenses. That is not the case with Georgia Tech. For as dreadful a team as they are, and they are dreadful because their offense is anemic, their defense, not too shabby. About third there in the ACC in points allowed. The other problem with the over-under the other problem with this number is the total in this game. The over-under is 118.5. Well, obviously, mathematically, the fewer points that get scored, the less of an opportunity you have to cover a big number. That projects out to 70 to 49. How often has Virginia given up that few points? How often have they given up 49? 3 times this season, and just once, when they gave up 49 points, did they win by more than 20. Give me the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, another one we're probably going to have to hang on for dear life, but give me Georgia Tech plus 21. I think that's just a few too many points against a really strong Virginia team. And lastly, looking in the Big 12 as one of the hottest teams in the nation, host one of the worst teams in the nation. Texas Tech takes on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. I'm looking at the first half number in here. Texas Tech, first half, -8. This game is a serious mismatch, but every one of Tech's last 5 games has been a mismatch, including a 28-point win in Stillwater just 2 weeks ago. They get it done by starting strong in the first half and then playing keep away in the second half. That's why I'm digging on the first half number here. We've been on the right side of so many games just to see the second half fade. Like I said, not going to let that happen in this one. Give me Texas Tech first half -8. And get your stuff down on Georgia Tech playing that, the big dog tonight, plus 21. And let's root for a lot of turnovers out there in Hollywood as we back the Lakers, New Orleans under 239. Hey, man, you get yourself down on those 3 picks. And at the end of the night, you could join me as we head back to the window. All right. Damn it. Head back to the window, guys. Yeah. All right, I'm getting the note here that says the Akron first half under was either a push or a loss. The line moved around in there depending on when you got it and where you got it. It was unlikely that was a win. And the Akron shirt says, "I believe, baby." And Akron did it. They beat the number tonight, man. They held tight there with the Bulls, and they got it done. And that's why I was tempted to pull the trigger on the Bulls, but Akron just plays enough defense to keep it close enough, and that's exactly what they did. So, all right, away we go with our shout-outs. Colt J, he had Memphis tonight. Very nice pick there. Kyle Z, he had the Penguins over 1.5 in the first period, and he also had, he said if he's up, he's taking the Wisconsin over 124.5. He was, apparently, I don't know what else he played, but he hit that one. So hopefully he got down on the Wisconsin over 124.5 because that one came through. Miguel Anola had the Kentucky under. Nice call there. Borno had the Nuggets -3. He got to have another no-sweat victory there with me. He had the Raptors, and he had a did that hit? Oh, yeah, a 24-team college hoops money line. Said $11, paid out $1,033, and he actually sent me a picture of those, I swear to God. He took all home favorites. It'll never happen again. Yeah, I agree with that. I occasionally try to play a little 4 or 5-teamer with the monster favorites for, even money or 3-2 or something. Never hit them. Never. I can't hit a 4-teamer. I can't hit a 4-team money line parlay to save my life. If you try to play it tonight, do you take Duke? Duke got beat outright. So Borno, nice job hitting a 24-team college hoops parlay. Good Lord. Yeah, that's a 100 to 1 basically on that one almost. $11 paid out $1,033. Nice hit. Kent P. He had a Denver -3.5, and still he had that as well. Peach Waller. He had the Sharks over first period. Penguins over. The Stars under. All in the first period. Only one small problem. We had no idea what those numbers were. So this kind of brings me to the point I wanted to make, guys. Take mercy on my research staff that's doing the shout-outs for me. If you're taking first period plays like that, halftime bets or whatever, give us a number. Let us know what you're on. Just saves us some time and yeah, gives us an opportunity to get the videos out just a little bit earlier. So have mercy on my staff, please. Let us know what they are. I don't. So yeah, hopefully you hit all of them, Peach. And let us know. All right. Raphael G. He went 2-0 yesterday. He hit the Pacers over 213 and Kansas -4.5. That was obviously the day before yesterday. But yeah, good job fading my Wildcats there. with the KU Jayhawks. Cody L. By the time you see this, Cody, you might excuse me, you might have that new son on board. But in true fashion of one of our followers, he took time to give us know what he's playing today. He was on Central Michigan, and he also had the George Washington Rhode Island under. By the way, little fun tip for you. When I had my first daughter, well, I didn't, of course. My wife did. I did the easy part. And after she was born and was comfortable, my wife said to go home, get some sleep. Well, on my way home, I decided to go by the boat and shoot some dice. So I'm just going to give you a little heads up. Probably not the way to play that. My wife, surprisingly, was not amused with the fact that I was in the casino literally hours after our daughter had been born. My theory was, well, she wasn't going to be there, and who knows the next time I get to go to the boat. So, but yeah, just that's a pro tip for you. I'm using my fatherly experience. If I can help some of you younger guys out that haven't walked that path yet, there's a little pro tip for you, absolutely free of charge. All right, Legion of Picks. He said he bet the wife and boat on Duke. So sorry about the wife and the boat. However, he did keep the bike with Toledo. So he does have a way to get around, and hopefully he can drive around and find a new boat and somebody that likes to go for rides on bikes. And for Mrs. Legion the Picks, yeah, that's the way it goes. Easy come, easy go. Look at the bright side. You could have a husband that goes to the boat right after you give birth to your first child. So, yeah, it could be worse. Phil, he had Huddersfield versus Wolverhampton. That's a real thing, by the way. The first half under 0.5 goals. Well, they played a scoreless sheet all the way into extra time. So nice job there, Phil, on your Huddersfield Wolverhampton first half under. Raphael he said he tailed us on our first half under 5. Oh, he tailed Phil on the first half under 5.5 goals. Nice tail there, Raphael. C-Dub had I can never remember this. Is it Leicester City? He had the team total over 1.5. That hit. He had the Brooklyn Birmingham, both teams to score. They did. He had the Lincoln Exeter, both teams to score. They did. And he had PSG and Dijon. I think, if I remember right, PSG was minus 2.5. They took care of business over Dijon 3-0. By the way, after beating Dijon, I think PSG in the next round will play Honey Mustard. So that'll be great. Everybody will be excited about that game. Phil, he tailed on the PSG. Phil is grabbing some, everybody's grabbing tails there in soccer. I feel like I'm being left out because there's some winners being put out there. Aaron M., he had Toledo. And Felix, he got down on Akron. Just believe, baby. Akron took care of it by, I think, somewhere in the 1 to 2 point range, depending on where you got them. So that concludes another fun day of basketball greatness. You guys, thanks for watching. Let's hit some winners tonight, shall we? I'm ready. So I'll see you in the comment section. Oh, by the way, the Friday video will be done by none other than Ben the Pen. I'm taking a little time off. I'm still going to do a couple premium picks, but other than that, I'm taking the day off. So enjoy Ben the Pen, and I hope he doesn't screw my record up. That's all I'm saying. So you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. See you in the comments.